we'll be discussing about this game objects, like how it is moved in a world scene view and how the rotation can be done. That we'll see here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So we'll delete all these things first. So you must be known about this Cartesian coordinate system, isn't it? Like the three-dimension coordinate system.
Sorry, sir.
3D coordinate system, you know,
3D
like this
coding system.
coordination system.
No, sir.
This one you know, like three Cartesian coordinate system. You don't know?
No, sir. I'm completely new to this.
Okay, okay. So this is two-dimensional coordinate system, this left-hand side,
Hmm.
and this is three-dimensional coordinate system.
Okay.
So this is horizontal, or if you consider two-dimensional coordinate system first,
Hmm.
this one left-hand side. So
Okay.
it will have x-axis and y-axis.
Hmm.
Vertical is y-axis and horizontal is x-axis. Okay. Now
Okay.
where the two axes meet, that is origin. That is the
Hmm.
origin. So
Okay.
so this is two-dimensional, means this will be only x, only in x direction and y direction we can map any object in world.
Hmm.
We are considering the real world. Okay. So here, if any point is there, like here it is red point you can see here. So its coordinates are 0, 0. 0, 0 means first will be your x coordinate, what is the value of x coordinate, and second will be what is the value of y
Oh my
coordinate.
God.
Okay. So just a moment. So here, if you take any other point, like let us take here, we have some on x-axis, we have some scale, like here 1, here 2, here 3, like that up to whatever the number we want. And here -1, -2, and -3. Okay.
Okay.
So I will write here. This is 1. Sorry. This is 1 on x-axis. This is 2. This is 3. Okay.
Hmm.
And this is -1, -2, and -3. Like normal scale we have. So on scale, we'll be having from 0 to some positive value. Okay. But on this
Okay.
two-dimensional coordinate system, we'll have the negative values also.
Hmm.
So here, if you go in negative direction, like left-hand direction, there will be -1, -2, -3. And if you go in positive direction, positive means right side.
Right.
We are considering only one line, that is x-axis. So we'll have the values 1, 2, and 3. Now
Okay.
similarly, we'll have values on y-axis. That is here, 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 and here. So we'll have value here 1, 2. Here also, like going topwards, upwards, we'll have the values positive values. And if you go downwards, we'll have negative values. -1, -2 and -3. Okay.
Okay.
So if any point is there, like here origin, we have the coordinate as 0, 0, because x-axis value is here between 1 and -1, it will have value 0.
Mm.
So it will first value is 0. And second
Okay.
value is y value. Y value is along y-axis. What is the value of y? Y-axis. So it is 0. Now if you consider any point in this two-dimensional space, this is called as two-dimensional space because we have only two axes, x and y. Okay.
Okay.
2D means two dimension. One is x dimension, second is y dimension. That's why it is called as two dimension.
Mm.
Now here, if you consider any point here, like here, this point. So we have to uh, get the value of x and y here of this particular point. So here we have to first value will be x value. So what will be the x value here? X value
3.
will be this 3
Yes.
because this is x coordinate and it is coinciding with this value 3. So that's why it is 3. Second value will be this point we are
Right.
considering. So y value will be again 3. It will be having the value 3. So this is the value in space for this particular point. Now I will draw one point and you have to tell me what is the value of that particular point. So this is the point. So what will be the value of x and y here?
-2, comma -1.
Correct. So this will be -2 comma -1. This will point value of this particular point means x value and y value will be -2 comma -1. Okay. Now
Okay.
this will be a two-dimensional. This will be two-dimensional coordinate system. Like we will have only two values x and y. Now there are some other coordinate system like spherical coordinate system, Cartesian. So we don't have to go into that. We'll be using only here three-dimensional system and two-dimensional system. So we have seen this two-dimensional system. Now this is three-dimensional system. Three-dimensional means it will have three axes which are taken as references.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So here x and y axis will be same. Okay.
Okay.
X axis will be horizontal. Are we recording this? Yes, sure.
Yeah, it's recording only.
Okay, okay. We are recording. So here x-axis there will be there and y-axis as per the two-dimensional coordinate system, and a third axis will also be there. Now here x-axis is on a horizontal line, y-axis is
Mm.
vertical, and this third axis is there, z-axis. So z-axis is shown here like is tilted, but if you see, it will be going inside that
X
plane,
and Y.
inside that plane. Means it is perpendicular to that plane, z-axis. Means all three
Mm.
axes will be perpendicular to each other, x, y, and z. Like you can see here, y-axis is perpendicular to x-axis. Then this z-axis will be perpendicular to this particular picture is xy plane, xy plane. Okay, this particular image we have, na, that will be
Yes.
xy plane, and z-axis will be going inside that plane,
Yes.
perpendicular to
Mm.
that plane. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
so here again you can take some values here on x-axis 1, 2, 3, and on y-axis. Similarly on z-axis also, if you are considering inside plane, so here uh, means if you consider inside plane, that will be positive values. If you are going inside plane, na, like from here, if you are going from here to here, from here to here, if you are going on this direction
Mm.
inside, that will be
Okay.
positive plane. And if you are going from here to here backwards, it will be
Minus.
negative one.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the three dimension. Now our game objects in Unity editor works on this three dimension system. Like it will have three coordinates values, that is x value, y value, and z value. Okay, like yesterday we have seen. Now we'll see in this particular. This is we can just revise first once. This is project window. This one is project window.
Mm.
This is here we can save any files of any type, like C sharp script or any model textures, that will be saving in this asset folder. Okay, that is project window, and in project window we have asset folder. Here it is written.
Mm.
Now this is hierarchy. Here, whatever we keep any game object here in this scene, that will be shown in this particular hierarchy. This is hierarchy, and in a hierarchy, whatever game object is there, object or game object in scene view, that will be shown in this particular hierarchy. Then we have this inspector. On right hand side, we have inspector. So here, uh, first component, it is called as transform, and
Mm.
other components will be there depending upon which game object we have.
Okay.
So we can add or remove some components from here. Okay.
Mm.
Now see here, whatever layout we are seeing here, we can change this as per our need. This as per our comfortness, we can change the view of this particular layout. So that is here on right hand side top corner. There is layout. Here we can do like this. Like this we can do. Like if you want to see the scene view more clearly, then you can maximize this particular scene window. You can drag and drop like this, and you can maximize or minimize this window or resize it.
Okay.
2 by 3 view also there like this. You can keep like this. But initially, when you are starting, you can keep it as default.
Default. Okay.
Okay. So we have seen this project window, inspector, and hierarchy. And this is
Mm.
you also scene window also you have seen. Like some tools we have seen. This is uh,
Yes, sir.
translate
First
tool.
two.
This hand tool, view tool, move tool, rotation tool, and this resize tool. And this also you have seen. Okay. So mostly these first four are required. But means when we do the or create game, na, we don't use I don't use those things. We generally use this position, rotation, and scale here. We can resize
Okay.
all the things from here itself.
Mm.
So that depends upon our comfortness, how we like to do. So after you go in deep means after some classes, whatever your comfortness is there, that way you can follow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't try using this set,
Okay.
so I'll try tomorrow and.
Yeah, sure. So here now we'll see uh, one game object like yesterday you have seen cube. So we'll create one cube
Mm.
here like this cube. Now if you double click this will be maximizing like this. If you double click on this cube here in our hierarchy, it will maximize
Mm.
to the scene window. And by keeping your mouse pointer in scene view and scrolling your this scroll wheel, we can means resize this particular screen view. Resize like this, increase the or zoom out or zoom in. And by using right button on your mouse, we can move this scene view like this.
Oh, oh.
Now here, this cube is in scene view. Like we have seen, real world will be having real world view, and this similar to real world view. This is a scene view. Okay. Now here cube is there, but what are the? It is in whatever object is there in world view, real world view. We can map it by using 3D coordinate system. Similarly, in Unity editor in scene view, we can map the any game object by using 3D coordinate system. Okay, so this game object is there. So if we want to bring it to the origin of the world view or 3D view, so you have to make this position equal to 0, 0, 0. So that will be in the origin, at the origin. Now we are not able to see here because our camera is at different position and our origin is at
Mm.
different position. So to see any game object, we have to double click that game object.
Okay. Okay.
So if you double click this cube, this will come again. Now its position is x, y, z equal to 0, 0, 0. Isn't it? Means it is
Yes.
at zeroth position.
Okay.
Okay. Now this zeroth position, you can see here, it is inside the cube, at the center of cube, that 0, 0, 0.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Now, if you want to move this cube to any other position, so this is position we can change. Like you can see here at the top. Now here, if you want to change the background, you can change here. If you just click on main camera, you have to click on main camera and click on skybox. Here you can see camera, right hand side inspector, you can see camera,
Mm.
clear flags. So here you just write solid color. So that will be seen in game view like this. Okay. So I was just trying to make background here in scene view also, but it will be available in game. Okay. So here cube is there. Now you can see here blue direction line is there. So this is x-axis. This is sorry, this is not x-axis. Like this, you have to point out. Red direction line is there. That is x-axis. Okay. So if you move like this, it will be moving in right direction. So if you move in right direction, first we'll make it 0, 0, 0. If you want to see
For
this,
moving, we have to uh, drag in
that
mouse, sir.
line, yeah, you have to drag this red line to wherever position you want.
Okay.
So first just see here 2D is there. 2D is written here.
Yes, sir.
So if you click here, it will be seen like this 2D. Means X and Y direction only.
Okay.
Cube is
Yes.
there, but we are seeing from one direction only. Means in XY plane only we are seeing. So now if you move this red line to right side, so this you can see here position X value is changing like
Yes,
this.
sir.
Okay, like this it will
Yes.
change. You can move this cube from origin to any other position. Okay, and if we move in the left hand side, then it will be negative direction, negative value. We are considering only the 2D dimensional coordinate system. So here it will be again at origin. Now, if you want to move in y direction, like about on top, we want to move, then it will be like this. Y value will be changing. Okay, and if you move downwards, then y value will be negative. If you want to reset this transform, then there is three dots here. Reset means you have to make all the position values to zero, rotation values to zero, and scale values to 111. That is reset value, the default value. So if you want to
Mm.
make that, na, there is in transform tab, there is three dots are there. Okay, so three dots, you just click on reset, then it will be again at 000, position will be 000, rotation 000, scale is 111.
One, one.
Now this is two-dimensional view. Now if you want to see in three-dimensional, you have to just click this, uncheck this 2D, so it will be
Okay.
three-dimensional. Now you can rotate this scene view like this by using your right button of your mouse.
Mm.
You can see it from different angles in this scene view. Now, if you want to move, this is red direction is in X direction, and this direction indicates the positive value. Okay, and this green one is the y axis, and this is Z axis, U1. So if you change this Z to again 10, just a minute, we will not make it 10, we will make somewhat 2. So it has moved to the Z direction in positive Z direction. Okay. So like this, you can change the position of any game object. Now rotation. Again, we will reset this. Now rotation. Now you can see which one is the x-axis here?
Red.
Red one. And you can see here rotation x is there. Means if you want to, now if you keep your mouse on this x text here in rotation, you can see two small tips directions are there. Directional tips are there, isn't it? You can see
Uh,
two.
Nearby mouse corner. Yes. Yes,
Uh,
I could able to see.
so if you keep your mouse on this x pointer on this x value x text, and if you move your by dragging on this left hand side left button like this, if you move now, then its
Mm.
value will change.
Okay.
You don't have to manually change value; it will value
Input.
will change.
Okay. Mm.
Hmm. So if you move like this, you can see here the cube is rotating along this axis, along this x-axis. Like this, it is rotating, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So you can make the rotation of this particular game object by using these x, y, z rotation values.
Okay.
Now it has moved in x direction, x-axis. Then it can be moved on y-axis. Y-axis is this green one.
Mm.
So green one, if you move this along this direction in any direction, it will move like this. On y-axis means y-axis will remain as it is, and x-axis, y-axis like it will rotate along y-axis. Similarly for z-axis, it will be moving along z-axis. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Huh. Now third term is scale. Scale here means uh, like this is by default. This is 1 1 1, means on x-axis scale is 1, y-axis scale is 1, and z-axis 1. Now, if you want to make this particular cube somewhat wider in x-axis or along x-axis, so what you have to do? You have to make this x value 2. It will be it will be width will be increased along x-axis. Okay.
Okay.
Now again we can increase this as we require. Like this we can increase along y-axis also. Here can increase like this, and along z-axis also like this. Okay.
Okay.
So these are position, rotation, and scale. Now, till now, any like today, is there any doubt? Like after you practice, you will get to know. But still, if you have any doubt, you can ask in between.
Uh, no, sir, it's clear now.
Okay.
Till now.
Now we are considering this cube. Now there is a concept. It is called as parent-child concept here. Like here, you can see here three game objects are there: main camera, direction light, and cube. Now, if we make any other game object here, like let us take 3D game object as cylinder, and let us move it to some another value 2, x value, x-axis, we have moved it to 2. Let us make the scale of this cylinder to 1.5, 1.5, oh, sorry, point 0.5, point 0.5, and point 0.5. Okay. Now we can again resize this position also. We can change by changing the values of x, y, and z here, position values, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Like this, we can change scale also. Now I will reset this first.
1 minute, sir.
Huh.
Yes, sir, sorry.
Huh. So we'll make it again 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Now you can see here cylinder is there and it is at the origin again, similar to cube. Cube and cylinder is at the origin. Okay.
Okay.
Now I will make this cylinder little bit upwards. Y value will increase like this. One thing we can do to change the color of this cylinder. Just a minute. This is somewhat another thing. I'm just making the color of this cylinder somewhat different.
Okay.
So we'll just move this cylinder here. Okay. So cylinder is here, and now if I move this cylinder anywhere, it will go there like this, isn't it?
Mm.
And cube also, if you move, then it will go like this. Now, what I will do, I will make this cylinder child of this cube. Child of this cube. Cube will be parent, cylinder will be child. How to make that? You have to just drag this cylinder to cube like this. Select the
Okay.
cylinder and by dragging it to cube. So you can see only cube you can see if you just minimize this drop down, only cube you can see.
Yes.
Okay, if you expand this, then you can see cylinder. Now, if
Mm.
I now we are selecting the cube, I have selected the cube.
Mm.
I have selected the cube, and if I move now this cube, just see, if I move this cube by moving position in transform, so both cylinder and cube will move.
Both. Okay. Okay. Mm.
That is the advantage of this particular child parent concept. That is, whatever
Okay.
parent does, child will also do that thing. And if you select cylinder only, and if you move cylinder, then it will move singly only because it is a child.
Okay.
It is a
Child.
child.
Oh.
Now, if I keep it here, the cylinder, and move this cube, so it will both will move. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Huh. Now, if I rotate this cube, now you can see the origin of this particular cube is at the center of your. Just now, if I rotate this cube, then cylinder will also move like this.
Mm.
It will also rotate like this on x-axis. If I rotate on y-axis, this is y-axis, then it will rotate like this. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can see cylinder is not moving on its axis. It is moving on the parent's axis. On the
Okay. Mm.
parent's axis.
Parent access. Okay.
So whatever parent axis is there, if we are moving the rotation value of this parent. That's why cylinder will follow the axis of parent, that is cube. Okay. So we can move it here. And scale also. If you increase the scale of parent, then child scale will also increase. See here, parent scale is increased, but cylinder's value is same. Whatever we kept earlier, it will not change.
Okay.
Whatever
Mm.
value of childs are there, transform values, it will be as it is. Only this parent value we are changing. That's why it is affecting the child's transform also. Okay.
Okay.
So we can again make the any means n number of childs we can make. Cube is having this child cylinder. Again, we can right click this click cylinder, and we can add any child of that particular cylinder again. Like sphere, if we add, it will be here. See here, cube is the uppermost parent, then child is cylinder, then child is sphere. Okay. So
Mm.
if you scroll by using your mouse scroll wheel, then you can resize this particular scene view. And if you are selected sphere and then move this in x direction, it will be this cylinder. Sorry, sphere. Now, if I move this cylinder only, see here, I have selected only cylinder in a hierarchy. We have selected only cylinder in a hierarchy. And if we move this cylinder, then both child and this cylinder will move, isn't it?
Yes, sir, understood.
Uh, so whatever parent does, child of that parent will also do the same thing.
Okay.
So this is the concept of this child parent level. So we delete this first. I will show you like direction, like main camera is what it does. Like you'll create one cube again and main camera. See here, you can see here, this is main camera. Okay. So
Okay.
what it does, its Z direction is this one, blue one,
Z.
Z direction. Means in Z direction, whatever he sees, that will be shown in game view. This is game view. So whatever is there in Z direction, that will be shown in game view. Means when we make game and create see in mobile, so whatever we will see, that will be shown by the main camera. Whatever main camera sees, that will be in game view. You can see here small icon is there, main camera.
Mm.
So this is the
Yes,
game
sir.
view. This is the game view.
Okay.
Now